I'm Kristy Putnam, Senior Trainer of Tai Chi Easy. Today we'll do some brief warm-ups, practice the Tai Chi Easy movements in a Qigong-like fashion, and then add some stepping and some walking. So let's take a moment to center, arrive in this place, preparing to open. Slowing down our breathing, breathing deep and slow, relaxing, releasing. Using the exhale to send roots down our feet, releasing any tension into the earth for composting, melting any concerns down and out your feet. Exhaling roots deep into the dirt below. Sinking down, shifting your weight to one foot, grabbing a hug as you slowly step out, stealthily like a cat, peeling up your heel and then your toes, and as if not to make a sound, stepping out and lifting the hands to hugging a tree, standing meditation. Noticing your feet about shoulder width apart, parallel, the toes pointing forward if that's comfortable, on your knees. Bending down, imagining a spring between your knees, opening your stance as if riding a horse. If you need to, you can shift your weight to one foot and turn out the other toes to make your knees comfortable. Always staying in your comfort zone, adapting and modifying. When you sink down to ride the horse, noticing the curve in your back, sinking down, tucking the tailbone down and forward to straighten out the spine, all the way from the tailbone to the top of the head, making that spine straight like a Tai Chi pole, a vertical spine, lifting at the head, sinking at the tail, perhaps tucking the chin to make it as if you were standing against a wall and all the vertebrae are touching the wall. Finding that nice straight position, the hands pointing at the chest, the elbows dropping with gravity, and relaxing, breathing deep and slow, a few deep breaths, filling your belly and your lungs, filling the belly and the lungs, expanding like a balloon out and in, noticing the belly button come toward the spine, exhaling fully all the old bits of air, inhaling the balloon expanding and contracting, a gentle sway, a dynamic stillness, drifting slightly, letting the palms drop down to the hips. Inhaling the wrists back up in front, swaying forward and backwards, the elbows bringing the hands back to the hips, continuing a gentle flowing motion, going at your own pace, following your own breath, inhaling one way, exhaling the other, coordinating your breath with your movement to activate the healer within. A few more. For extra challenge, you can lift your heels and keep the balls of your feet firmly planted, lifting the toes ever so slightly. A balance challenge. Inhaling and exhaling. Following your own breath, remembering always to adapt and modify to stay in your comfort zone. Listen to your body. One continuous flowing motion without stopping, dynamic stretching. Slowly bringing one hand to the heart, the other hand to the belly. Breathing deep and slow, noticing the rise and fall of your belly and your chest. Letting the hands drift forward to grab a ball, embrace the moon. Inhale the hands apart, the hands trade places, and exhale fully. Inhaling, the hands trade places, the top becomes the bottom becomes the top. Exhaling, 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 until you need to inhale again. Focusing on the exhale. Going at your own pace, following your breath. Exhaling all the old bits of air, making room for new oxygen. Long, slow, deep inhale. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Continuing all the way until you can't exhale anymore and it's time to inhale again. Exhaling fully until the urge arises to bring in more oxygen. Adding a shift of your weight from one foot to the other. Checking in with your knees, making sure the toes don't extend beyond the knees. And when you shift your weight to one foot, if you need to, you can turn out the toes of the other foot ever so slightly to make your knees even more comfortable. As we shift from side to side, slowing down, breathing slower, exhaling fully, shifting and rotating, melting into the earth, rising and sinking. Breathing deeper, exhaling more, moving slower, shifting from one foot to the other. Going at your own pace, sinking into this meditation for a few breaths, following your own breath, inhaling one way, exhaling the other. Relaxing the shoulders back and down, opening the chest, expanding the belly, and contracting, releasing. Noticing how the arms move almost without effort as the torso shifts and the hips rotate, shift and rotate. The movement of the body carrying the arms through space almost without effort. The shoulders back and down, relaxed. The elbows dropping with gravity towards the earth. Relaxing everything. Getting ready to slowly bring the arms to cross in the front. Opening to grab a hug and sink the energy into the belly. Repeating, gather and sink the chi. Collecting all the air, bringing that oxygen into the belly. One more, gather and sink the chi. Grab a hug, standing meditation posture, checking in with your 3 intentful adjustments. Sinking down, tucking the tailbone, rolling the shoulders back and open, relaxing, head on top. One hand turns down to the earth, shift your weight, rotate, and grab the ball on the side. The bottom hand rises up as we shift and rotate to the other side, while the top hand drops down, sweeps across the knees, and grab the ball. Shift and rotate, toss the frisbee, the top hand dropping down to grab the ball on the other side, shifting and rotating, the torso moving the arms through space. Breathing deep and slow, exhaling, compressing the ball, inhaling, splitting the ball apart, and then putting it back together. Harmonizing yin and yang, the black yin energy of the earth rising up to become the yang light energy of the sky. The yang dropping down to become the yin. The black and the white dancing, spiraling together, and then apart, shifting your weight from foot to foot, noticing when one foot is weightless, you can lift the heel of the empty foot if you like. Shift and lift the empty heel. As the top hand drops down to the earth, for extra challenge, you can pick up that foot and kickstand, step together, make the ball, toss the frisbee, sink down, and step out again. The top hand drops down, and as if an imaginary string connects the hand and the foot, the hand lifts the foot. Breathing deep and slow, sinking down, stepping out. Harmonizing yin and yang. Split and twist the ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Imagining the feel of the silky hair as you stroke the horse's neck. Noticing the place where your feet touch the earth. Shifting the weight from foot to foot. Noticing the transition of the weight from 0 to 100 and halfway in between. When is the weight between the feet balanced? When is the foot empty? Sending your breath down to your feet, allowing your feet to carry your weight, the energy of the earth supporting you. Noticing what you feel as the hands pass. Noticing the sensations in your body, the sound of your breath as you inhale and exhale, deep and slow, coordinating your breath with your movement, activating the healer within with breath medicine and mindful, gentle movement. Getting ready as the ball comes over to this side, pausing a moment to turn the ball upside down, brush knee, send chi. The bottom hand drops down and up to head height. The front hand drops down as you sink down, brush knee, send chi. Make the ball on the other side, the hands right where they are. The bottom hand rises up to the face. The top hand brushes the knee. Leaving the hands just here, grab that ball, continue to move through as the bottom hand rises up, the top hand drops down. Brush knee, send a laser beam of chi. The bottom hand rises up, swims across in front of the face, sending a laser beam of energy out to your loved ones. Grabbing the ball, the bottom hand floating up, top hand dropping down, sink and step. Or simply shifting your weight in place. The front hand sweeps across the knees, stays at the bottom of the ball, and then rises up to the face as the top hand drops down. Leaving the hands right here, grabbing the ball. Now the bottom hand in the back rises up to the face. The front hand drops down to the knees. Bottom hand at the back rises up. Top hand in the front drops down. One more on each side. Slowly bringing the arms to cross in the front. This hand drops down, toss it out to the side. Wave back into the face, push forward. The other hand drops down, toss out to the side. Wave back in. Shift and push forward. Repulse, monkey. Toss. Wave. And push. Stepping if you like, shifting the weight from side to side. Toss, wave, and push. Repulse, monkey. Pushing away the 10,000 distractions. Making room for what's happening now. Watching the hand in motion, alternating from side to side, relaxing those shoulders, dropping the elbows with gravity towards the earth, opening the lungs, breathing deep and slow, noticing the strength of the earth beneath you. Exhaling your roots down and out your feet, deep into the dirt. Lifting the empty heel as you shift from side to side, or stepping together if you like extra challenge. Breathing deeper, moving slower, relaxing everything. Tossing out to the side here, getting ready to grab a ball. The backhand drops to the bottom of the ball. Shift and rotate, drag the ball to the other side. Cloud hands. The hands pass at the side, the front hand rises, the backhand drops. The front hand draws circles around the elbows like windshield wipers. The hands pass at the side, the top becomes the bottom becomes the top. Watching hands pass like clouds, shifting from side to side, lifting the empty heel, or stepping in and out from side to side, slowly, mindfully noticing the shift of your weight. The weight in the feet, empty or full, or half and half. Noticing the shift of your torso, the rotation of your hips, carrying the arms through space almost without effort. Sinking down to step out. For extra challenge, sinking down lower, stepping out farther, rotating fully from side to side. The hands soft, fingers and arms rounded, drawing circles, relaxing, releasing, watching the clouds pass. One by one, the clouds come and go. The clouds like thoughts, releasing, without attachment, letting go, simply noticing the thought as it passes by and moves along. Stepping out parallel, coming to center, bringing the arms to cross in the front. Opening out for a hug, the palms turn down, and release to the sides, turning the palms forward, sink down, lift up the ocean, feel the weight of all the drops of water about heart height, and then turn the palms down and repeat, relaxing everything, sinking down, lifting water, inhaling one way, exhaling the other. One more time, lifting water. This time the palms rise up, turn forward and come to the chest. Shift your weight to one foot, step out a tiny bit at a 45-degree angle, and shift forward and drift backwards, pushing waves, the hands turning vertical, and then flat, moving through space because your torso shifts and drifts back and forth, noticing the spine erect, the Tai Chi pole vertical, without leaning, simply shifting from one foot to the other. For extra challenge, deepening the hip joint, sitting down, and then lifting up on the ocean. Breathing deep and slow, following the pace of your own breath. Noticing the place where your feet touch the earth. If you like, if lifting the empty heel. For extra challenge, stepping in and out, mindfully, slowly. playing with your own energy, breathing deep and slow, paying attention to the place where your feet touch the earth, the shift of the weight, the strength of the earth beneath you holding you upright. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other. Relaxing the shoulders, opening the chest, filling the belly with air. Slowly bringing the hands to the hips, stepping parallel. Lifting water, scooping up the ocean, feeling the weight of the liquid and relaxing everything. 2 more times. Following your own breath. 1 more. Lifting water. And this time, the palms rise up, turn forward, coming to the chest, shifting your weight to the other foot, stepping out to the other side, shifting and drifting, pushing waves. Sitting down, lifting up if you like. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other. Feeling the movement of the torso, moving the arms through space. Making adjustments to your feet as needed. When your weight is fully on one foot, you can alter the other foot. Last one, push waves. Slowly returning to center, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Stepping together, preparing to open, noticing breathing deep and slow, sinking down, getting ready to step out stealthily like a cat as you hug the tree, peeling up the heel and the toes, and quiet as can be, stepping out slowly to hip width, bringing the hands to face the chest, hugging the tree, the elbows drop, the knees have a spring opening, sinking down, riding the horse. Tucking the tailbone, straightening the spine. Rolling those shoulders back and down, opening the chest. Relaxing the fingers. Sinking down and lifting from the crown. Head on top, maybe tucking the chin. Straightening the spine, making your Tai Chi pull from earth to sky. Relaxing, breathing deep and slow. One hand turns down, sweeps across to grab the ball. Park the horse's mane, stepping out to the side, tossing the frisbee. The top hand drops down, picks up that foot, kickstand, grab the ball on the other side. Exhale the hands together, inhale, toss your frisbee, sink down, step out. Split and twist the ball, sink and step. Harmonize yin and yang. Once more on each side. Getting ready. Turn the ball over. Brush knee, sen chi, the bottom hand rises up to the face, the front hand sweeps down. Brush knee, sen chi. Grab the ball, the hand straight places, sink down and step. Shift and rotate, grab the ball. The bottom hand rises up to the face, the front hand drops down to the knees. Getting ready, the arms cross in the front. Repulse monkey. The hand tosses out to the side. Waves back in. Pushes forward. Toss. Wave and push. Toss. Wave and push. Your gaze following the hand in motion. Relaxing, releasing. This time, toss out to the side and get ready to grab a ball. The backhand drops to the bottom of the ball. Sink down, drag the ball all the way to the other side. Cloud hands, the front hand rises, backhand drops. Shift and rotate, the hands pass at the side. Allowing your gaze to follow the palm as it passes by. Then looking into the distance until the new cloud comes into view. Stepping out, bringing the arms slowly to cross in the front. Sink down, gather from earth. Rise up, gather from sky. Bringing the essence of nature in to bathe all the cells of the body. Hands drifting down to the hips. Then gather a hug and sink the chi. Bringing the oxygen to the belly. Gather a hug, standing meditation posture, checking in with your 3 intentful corrections. Body, breath, and mind. Releasing the hands, slowly shifting the weight, as if to grab a hug. One hand makes a fist, other hand open palm, slowly step together and take a bow, closing. Preparing to open Tai Chi Easy 5 form with stepping, breathing deep and slow, sinking down, slowly, stealthily like a cat, peeling up the heel, lifting the toes, grabbing a hug, stepping out to shoulder width, hands pointing to the chest, shoulders open, tuck the tailbone, ride the horse, head on top, hand turns down towards the earth, sweeps across, grab the ball, part the horse's mane, sink down and step out if you like to step. Toss the frisbee, the top hand drops down to the knees, picks up that foot, grab the ball on the other side, toss, sweep across, brush knee, send chi, turn the ball upside down, the bottom hand rises up to the face, sink down, brush knee, the hand swims across to send a laser beam of energy. Grab the ball, the hands right where they are. The bottom becomes the top becomes the bottom. Slowly the hands come to cross in the front. Repulse monkey, toss out to the side. Wave the hand into the face. Push forward. Toss. Wave and push. One more toss. Get ready to grab a ball here. The backhand drops to the bottom of the ball. Sink down, drag the ball to the other side. Cloud hands. The front hand rises, back hand drops. Shift and rotate. The hands pass at the side, the front hand rising. Stepping out parallel, the arms come to cross in the front. Sink down, gather from earth. Gather from sky. Grab a hug and sink the chi. Grab a hug, standing meditation. Notice, observe. Breathing deep and slow, making minor adjustments. Focusing on your posture and your breath. Again, gather a hug, shift the weight, slowly stepping together, one hand fist, other hand open palm, take a bow. Now adding in the walking. Start with just a simple flourish of the arms from side to side. Begin to open, sink down, step out, grab a hug. Shift your weight to one side, step together, kickstand. Now remembering to keep your feet always shoulder width apart, step forward as if onto railroad tracks, back out to shoulder width apart, just a small step forward, toes pointing forward. Shift your weight forward, shift your weight back. Turn those toes out 45 degrees, shift forward, step together, kickstand. Sink down, step out onto your railroad track. Hip width apart, toes pointed forward, a small step, shift forward, shift back, turn the toes out 45 degrees, shifting to the angle, stepping together, sink down, step forward, toes forward onto the railroad tracks, shift forward, shift back, turn those toes 45 degrees, kickstand. Sink down, railroad tracks, toes forward, shift, shift back, turn the toes out, step together, sink down, toes forward, railroad tracks, shift, shift back, turn the toes, shift and step. Step forward, shift back, turn the toes, shift forward, step together, Step forward, shift back, turn the toes, step together, sink down, step toes forward, shift back, toes turn, step together, step forward, shift back, turn the toes, step together, sink down, step forward onto the railroad tracks, shift back, turn the toes 45 degrees, shift to the direction of the toes, step together, toes forward, railroad tracks, shifting forward, shifting back, rotating the toes, rotating the hips, step together, toes forward, drift back, turn out, shift and step, hips forward, shift back, toes to an angle, step together, step forward, shift back, turn the toes, step together, forward, hips forward, shift back, hips to the angle, forward, shift, and turn, forward, shift, and turn. Noticing that the toes do not extend, the knees do not extend beyond the toes. The hips point the direction of the knees. Sink down, step forward, shift back, turn the toes. Step together, step forward, shift back, turn the toes. Noticing the hips turn to face the direction of the toes, forward, shift back, angle. You can step through without the kickstand, shift and turn, drawing a half circle on the ground, lots of circles in Tai Chi, shift and turn, draw your circle, step forward, shift back, turn, draw a C on the ground, and with the other foot, draw a D, half circles, shift and drift. Noticing small steps, greater balance, noticing the knees staying above the feet, continuing to kickstand if you like, or stepping all the way through. Practicing shift, shift back, turn, and step. Shift, shift back, turn, and step. Noticing your breath, inhaling one way, exhaling another. Coordinating your breath with your movement, breathing deep and slow. Beginning with our feet together, preparing to open Tai Chi Easy 5 form with walking. Noticing your breath, noticing the feet touching the earth. Arriving here in this moment. Preparing to open, sink down, placing your weight on one foot, Lifting up the heels slowly, stealthily like a cat, lifting the toes, stepping out to shoulder width apart, grabbing a hug, continuing to shift the weight. One hand sweeps down, kickstand, grab your ball, sink down, step forward onto the railroad tracks, shift forward, toss your frisbee, shift back, drop the back hand, rotate the toes out to 45 degrees and turn the frisbee over. Pick up the back foot, kickstand, grab your ball. Sink down, toes step forward, toss the frisbee, shift your weight back, drop the back hand, rotate the toes and the frisbee, step together, grab the ball, brush knees, sen chi, turn the ball upside down. The bottom hand drops down and up to head height. The front hand brushes the knees, sink down, step forward, toes forward, shift forward, shift back, turn the toes, step together, grab your ball on the other side. Sink down, the bottom hand rises to the face, front hand sweeps down, step toes forward, shift back, turn the toes, step together, grab your ball, making an X in the front, stepping back, repulse monkey, toss. As you wave forward, step backwards with the other foot and push forward, toss, wave in and step back, push forward, toss, get ready to grab your ball, the back hand to the bottom of the ball, step together, drag your moon to the other side, step out, cloud hands, the hands pass, the front hand rising, the hands pass at the other side. Stepping out parallel, crossing the arms in the front. Sink down, gather from earth, bringing the air up into your belly. Rise up, gather from sky, collecting the essence of nature, bathing all the cells of your body, oxygenating your blood, cleaning and moving the toxins, pumping the lymph, filling your belly with oxygen. Gather a hug and sink the chi. Grab a hug, standing meditation, pause and notice and adjust body, breath, and mind. Relaxing, releasing, floating, drifting, softening. Grab a hug, shift the weight to one foot, slowly step together. Right hand fist, left hand open. Take a bow and